Okay, so today we are going to uh, understand the one of the basic principle of Java language, right? So let us example. I written one method like static void test. Okay, any method, right?
Correct.
In this method, I have a right. Let's take some input. Hmm, Input like two number A and B. Okay, and here I am just writing what is the input. Okay, just basic thing, just A and plus B. What both value you are receiving, right?
Mm.
And I want to check the S out. Let's I am just written some line. Let's keep we have here any kind of business like business logic, right? Business logic. Okay, business logic 1, 2, 3. Couple of line is written. Okay,
That's right.
and finally let's the uh, business logic done. Okay, couple
Yeah.
of some messages written here and loud business logic done. And finally let this method return some outcome, return some output. Okay, and this return let's integer d equal to let's a divide by b. Okay, for example. Okay, and you return the d, right?
All right. Okay.
And here say s out b. Let's started application, right? Started application and couple of lines. Okay, and then said our application completed. Application is successfully done completed, right? Application is completed. Okay,
Right.
and let's here maybe some processing, application processing 1, 2, anything, right? Application doing step 1, 2, any steps, right?
Right.
Step 1, step 2, step 3. Let's 3 steps they are doing and done. So let's step 1 and step 2. After step, let's say I want to test the method and pass some two value. Maybe pass like 10 comma 2. Okay, variable and just as out. What is the test value? So if in a normal case, it will work as per experience. Generally, we are writing code in this way, right? Lots of our business logic and some method invocation, again doing something, and finally your application is started, application closed, right?
That's right.
If you run, there is no any kind of challenge. If someone asks, is there any problem? Look like each and everything okay. Okay, your application properly started, business logic all 1, 2, 3 done, business logic done, and finally we get some output, and our application also closed. So this is your normal application closure, right? But what happened? User pass some incorrect value. Here pass something, let's say 0. Might be this variable take input from the customer, right? UI anywhere, right? And
Right.
if you run and look the output, I am saying application is started, application step doing 1, after that business logic 1, 2, after that our program closed, right?
Right.
We are getting some kind of error message like divide by 0 and application closed. At least we are not able to see our application properly closed or not closed, or business logic completed or not completed.
Right.
So this is known as a your application is stopped abnormally, right? If I'm not saying application cannot start, application can stop, but give the logical meaning why you are stopping, what user can do next thing, right? You have to give proper message something, right?
Okay.
Proper
Yeah.
warning message, error message. Hey, you are giving me some wrong input. I'm expecting something different input, right? But
That's
why
right.
are you passing zero, right? The problem here, whenever we are passing zero, till now this line okay, this line okay, this line okay, but problem is this line. You say A divided by B. You are passing B as a zero. So what happened here? I pass A 10 and dividing zero. What is the output?
Infinite.
But infinitive is not any number, right?
That's right.
So what the number this application return to you?
Uh,
A-
Error.
yeah, but now at this line, this division operation is not successfully completed. Computer in this era will not recognize what would be the output if I divide any number with a zero. So here is the system you fail. And after that, if I'm not getting this message, I'm not getting writing this message, right? And whenever our program is invoke this method invoke from here, I'm getting this line, this line, this line. After this line, application closed, break, right? This is
That's right.
the your problematic line, right? And after that, I'm not able to print this message, even something not printing this, something not printing this, something not printing this.
That's right.
Might be here I'm invoke some another method, test2 method, right?
That's right.
Let's say
Yeah.
I'm invoke some another method, test2. Even test2 I'm not able to call. Let's I'm written test2 method, test2 method, okay?
That's right.
Just like a same test2, and this is the test2, this is the test, right? And here I'm instead of multiply, just I return multiply, right? What, right? Let's key here. After that, I call the test2 as well as, right?
Right.
So at least our application are going to call method 1, method 2. But if
Right.
method 1 fail, don't worry. I think at least method 2 must be invoked, right? Here, if you are not able to divide something, but I can multiply something, right? But our application is crashed. They are not doing any other thing, right?
Right.
At least the problem with only this method, right?
That's
Why
right.
this method cannot invoke? Why other thing, all the other thing there will no problem, right?
Okay. So you can omit that. You can like
The problem is
uh
that if this line break, our all other program is completely stopped, not doing
right.
anything.
Hmm.
So how we can say I'm so at least your main method, your application started successfully. Invoke method. If any problem in this method, don't give the output of this, right? At least this
That's right.
method you can call. If
That's
this is
right.
a problem, don't worry. At least this message to give me, right? So this situation currently is till now we not understand, not study how we can deal the unwanted event, exception or error. You can say any message. You can say error. You can say exception. Yeah, unwanted event. Something occur which I not
Right.
expected. I'm not expected someone pass me B here zero, right? Whenever I'm writing method this, I'm not expecting someone pass zero. I'm thinking it can divide B work, right? in this case, how Java handle the case. So this scenario known कि how our application, Java application handle this case, right? Handle which case? Exception scenario, right?
Exception scenario. Yeah.
Exception scenario. So today we are going to learn how Java support exception handling, right? How exception handle. Handle means we are properly read the meaning and give the proper gracefully error message, right? Because application cannot fix anything. It cannot solve your business for the wrong input, right? But at least our application can give the direction. Hey, user, hey, who are calling this method? Please, you are passing some invalid input. Can you please give me the correct value? Right? Something error message come, right?
Right. In the red letter. So you want to change the red letter.
Yes. So here our intention, if this method have a problem, don't execute this. At least this method could be run, right? Let's in whole program. This is our complete application. This is the complete application. Here there is no problem, no problem. Here can be problem, eh? Can be problem. Here no
Right.
problem. Here no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. So if one is the problematic statement, let's assume this is a problematic. After that, at least I want you can call this. You can print this. You can print this. Give message at it, right?
Right.
So this is known as a your application is going to behave as expected. If I am getting this output, that means our application is behaving as expected. Currently, what happened? Our expectation whenever I start this application, always this message come, and whenever application going to properly close, always I am getting this message, right? But
That's right.
currently, I am not getting this message. If we pass the data correctly, let's keep pass data correctly, I am getting started message and completed message. Means our application is working as per expectation, right? This is started message and now completed message.
That's right. Yeah.
But someone passed the wrong data. I am not application is started, but I don't know our application closed or not closed or hung. What is the status, right? There is nothing. So how to manage this scenario? How our application can give the indication that you are giving some input incorrect. Let's stop. I am processing this, and you application can continue the next method, whatever. This is a problematic area, what might be, right?
That's right.
So here we have a 2 3 option. Okay, here we have a 2 3 option. Number one, if I know कि this is, if you run this code, you notice your compiler successfully send where the problem. This say कि problem is arithmetic exception, right?
That's right.
And divide by 0, right? And give the line number 23 the problematic, right? So you know this is the code which are the problematic code, right?
That's right.
So how I can manage here? So for this managing, we have a use the different Java keyword. One say, uh, Java designer say, whenever you found the particular code that is problematic, okay, then you just tell me the JVM. This code is a problematic, right? You can treat differently, right? So question is that how we indicate JVM. Hey JVM, this is the code that cause might be problem, right? So for those case, the indication hint are the new keyword. Say whatever the section of code is the problematic, write in a particular block, right? Particular block, right? But this block give the name. Name is the try. This is the try block, and if any one unwanted situation come, okay, unwanted situation come, then what you will do? Let's catch. And
Right.
catch is the kind of exception. Which kind of exception our compiler give us, right? So we have to added this line of code. I initially I identified this is a problematic code, right? So I say, okay, I am going to cover this in the try block. This is the try block. So whenever compiler read try block, okay, they understand means ki the section of code you are writing might be generate problem, might be generate unwanted event, might be throw error, right? So this is the hint, this is the indication. Try block is the hint or indication our JVM. Now if you write this line try and catch, and if you run this code, you are now your application is not throwing any kind of exception. Let me run and check. So here we are not doing anything okay. Okay, here notice this d variable declare inside the block. So this is the local variable, right? So this d variable cannot be accessed outside, right? So
That's
you
right.
can declare this d variable is a up. Okay, right?
Okay, okay, I see.
So
That's it.
whenever you are declaring this is inside a local block, right? So this variable is not accessible outside of the block. Outside means here, right? This. So
That's right.
you have to write d out, declare variable outside, and do division and print something whatever. Any exception occur, let's s out. Say here I can give message uh, x errors are occur. Error uh, errors occur. Okay,
That's right.
means we have to just note it down. Some error occur. Okay, just for our reference purpose. So look like system dot out. Look like there is another option error. Till now, always if you use the system dot out means printing, we have an option. If you want to print some error message, you say system dot err error. Out
Okay,
out also work, error also work, right? Just this is the indication here I am printing some error message, right?
that's right.
Here output just I want to print the output of the method, right?
That's right.
Let's run. And notice due to this try catch, I am not getting any kind of exception. Notice all are completed. And notice one error also, right? Which I written here, right?
Oh, so that then why it is showing error? Is there
Because
any
I'm
error?
I'm just printing and I'm just comment out, not printing anything. Just I want to show we can do something. I want to give some error message. You notice no any kind of problematic. Our application started properly and all the problem we're doing, and even we are getting the proper application completed. So till now we are able to handle exception and suppress. Here what you did, here you are getting any kind of exception. Here this code throw exception, you catch them. Why dear catch? Because this line can throw exception, then who will catch? This line throw exception, the who will catch? After this try block, I have mentioned the catch block, right? Catch is the handler to catch the exception, right?
Yeah,
And here you have an option what the treat, what you want to do here. I want to print some message, give a hint message or something, right? Maybe I can say, give me, hey, user, you pass b variable, you must be pass a non-zero something, right?
yeah,
Something you can throw. B should not be zero, right?
that's right.
So here we can write as oh, something error happen. Let's give some message. uh, input value of b cannot be 0, right? And so whenever someone call test method, any error exception occur, you are say, look, notice I am call here the test 0 method, business 1 to the input value b cannot be 0, right?
Correct.
And after that we are able to successfully print this and return the value. So at least we are giving the proper message. If I am passing the correct value, I am passing the correct value. Let's pass the 2, right, correct value. So in this case, try block is not throwing exception, then this block not going to execute, right? Notice this block only going to execute if any error occur, right? If
Right.
no error, this successfully, then this print message after that control goes this line, right?
So exception happens when there
If
is a
exception
error.
happen, then go to the catch block.
Okay,
If
okay.
no exception, this catch block is not going to evaluate because you are passing the b the correct value. So why give the message like input is the b cannot be 0, right?
So it ends on the first line, like system out
Right.
D.
So this block, whatever you are doing, this will complete it, and after that, this line is not going to execute it, right? And
Right.
after that, control from this line come here.
Okay, okay. That is
So
if there is no error.
no error. This means no. Notice after that, I am getting the properly AB 0 and just success. Here you can say success. No error, right? Right? If no error here, then control come here, right? So this is the one way to handle error or exception,
Right.
right? Notice I pass A10, B20, business logic 1, business logic 2, division no error occur, D equal to 5, business logic 3, D return 5, right? Similarly, method 2 also invoke, method 2 invoke value and do all the things, return 0, right? And
That's right.
similarly, your main method complete. It would be good. You write this is the main method, right?
Right.
Main method, main method, main method, main method, right? This is the main method. And this
Right.
is your test method. Okay. Inside a test method, just so the output how control goes, right?
That's right.
This is the test method. This is the test 2 method. Okay. If you run, so all the scenario as per our expectation, then it works similarly. First main is started, then test one in state done, test one return back to the main method with the result, right? With test two method
Right.
call, test two method do something, result the return to main method return, and properly main method close, right?
Right.
Till now, any confusion, any doubt?
So what if there is an actual error?
Hmm?
What if there is an actual error? Like if you
If you
put
want the
zero,
actual error, yes. Currently here, if you note here, let's pass the
zero.
wrong value, right?
Yeah.
And actual error we are currently suppressed, right? There error something like invalid. I'm not test to message. Invalid value for this, right? This is the error.
Okay, okay, I see.
So if
Mm.
let's test to error caught catch error caught, right? So if you want to actual what JVM throw exception, those are I will answer what. So you have this is the object you have object here say plus e object dot get message. I want to print the message as well, right? What is the error message, right?
Right.
You can print the error message as well, right? So this is the whatever the Java virtual machine throw exception, those all information is stored in this eve object exception object. So even you want to print each and everything what you want, right?
That's right.
Notice here I am getting the error. What is the error message? Divide by 0, right?
That's right.
And if you want to complete stack trace, let's so here we have an option here say e dot print stack trace. I want to print the method name where this fail, right? The
Right.
e have a method print stack trace. They print stack means from which line the error generate, right? Here I have not any idea which line code failing, right? If you want those, you write the this method. Notice here I am getting this is the stack trace, right? But your
Okay.
application notice properly behave, right? So if you want to some error message also be like here available, then you can write this method e dot print stack trace, right? So you have a option the object e. In this object, all the which your application throwing error this line is contained by this object. If you want to print, you want to get message, get the print stack. If you don't want, just don't do, right?
Mm.
So now the control is given to the developer hand. Developer, what kind of message want to give to the user in output, right? But without try and catch block, developer don't have any hand control. By default, JVM throw the exception, right? And stop the program. Now, if any exception occur, still my program is not closed. My program is still going to run. Is still going to run, right? They are still calling the this two method, right?
Right.
Is it clear?
Uh,
Yes.
yes.
Any confusion?
So what? So okay, let me recap.
Hmm.
So basically, what we are doing here is when we run a code,
Hmm.
Java will tell us this is the line is the
Hmm.
problem. So then we put try and catch on that line.
Yes, this is the one way. But generally, whenever business writer as a developer, we are going to write the code, we aware this operation can be through exception, right?
Oh, we can assume, or we
Yeah,
we,
we
we
know.
know, we
Let's
know.
somewhere. Let us second case might be let's give here multiply 2 by 2. Whenever multiplication, I am getting the 0. I want to throw exception. B or A cannot be 0 something, right?
Okay, okay,
But
I
here
see.
your Java application not throw any exception. Let's say I'm not called test 2. Okay. In this test 2, there is no division operation, right? So sometime our business logic say कि whenever I'm getting the value d. Let's if say if I say if our d value less than 10, I don't want to continue my business logic 2 and 3. This is the requirement, right?
Hmm.
Whenever business logic 3 going to execute until this value is not the greater than 10, right?
Right.
So here I want to throw exception. So I'm say here next question here. Here I am not throwing exception. Here by default this operator throw exception, right?
That's right.
So now the second case. Now as a programmer, as a business logic say, whenever you compute two input, this input come not greater than 10. Okay, yeah, still value less than 10, whatever condition you want, right? Then I am is not going to process these two line, right? So here
That's right.
I have to inform who call me, inform who you are not going to process business logic 3 and 4, right?
Hmm.
So, so here we have two options. One, by default your JVM is not happy to execute the code, right? This is the one way. Second way, as a developer I don't want from this line code continue because the value is d is not my expectation, right?
That's right.
So here I can say throw. I can throw exception. I can say, hey, throw illegal argument exception, right?
Right. Right.
Your argument is not express, right? Input is not as per expected, right?
Right.
Input is not as per expectation, right? So notice in this case, our Java virtual machine not throw exception, right? But our business logic say if d value is less than 10, then I am going to throw exception. Here, our JVM is not able to understand how to divide, right? So they throw exception. As a programmer also can throw exception. This is the business need, right?
Right. Right.
Business need say कि business logic 3 only can execute if value d is the greater than 10, right? If less than 3 we cannot do. Now if you run
Hmm.
here, notice something we are getting here. Your main started, test is completed. Now test 2 started. You are passing 10 and 20, and after that business 1 2, and after that
Right.
say throw illegal argument exception. Input is not as per the expectation, right? So this is I throw exception as a programmer throw exception, right? This is not throw by the JVM.
Oh, just throw by you.
I throw as a programmer, right? As a programmer written code here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I see.
So sometime our business need, our business requirement, our required to throw exception, right?
Right. Right. Okay.
Question is
Okay.
that again we stuck the same problem. Now our test 2 is handled properly. If test 2 throw any exception, still my if test method throw any exception, still my test 2 code running. What happened? Test 2 throw exception. After that, I'm not getting this message, right?
Right.
I am not getting this message, right? So at least our objective always our application should be stop, right?
Right.
So how to handle? That means we have to handle try catch, right? Somewhere. Notice here I'm not getting our main method close, right?
Right.
So in this case, same thing. What we did in the test, we did like a try and catch. This is known as a exception handling. You know, here notice this test 2 method is a problematic, right?
That's right.
Test 2 method throw exception, and due to that, I am not able to run the main application. So I can say, this is the problematic. Let's write in the try class. Okay, try block, right? And
Right.
catch. Do this way, right? So at least whenever you know this test 2 method can throw exception, I am going to handle this. And after that, if you run, it will at least main method is run. They are not notice main method is run.
Right.
But notice test 2 method is not going to continue after business line 2, right? What happened? I pass some correct value. Let's I pass 10. 10 multiplied by 10, 100. So it will not throw exception, and our test 2 business line 3, 4 all pass, right? Note business line 2, 3, 4 all of the pass, right? Test 200, right?
Right.
So sometime our Java virtual machine throw exception, sometime our program, our business logic, our algorithm say you can throw exception. So two scenario, both scenario. One, your Java virtual machine can automatically throw, like yesterday you got null pointer exception. Yeah, divide by zero. Yeah, array bound of exception, right? Array out of bound
Right.
exception. Many exception we seen last, right? Last class, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So these exceptions are generated by your Java virtual machine, right? JVM.
That's right.
But sometime our business say, no, I am not going to continue this business line 3 until if the value is not greater than 10, right? So as a programmer, I say, hey compiler, at this line you throw exception. So you use keyword throw and the one exception object, right? The throw keyword is used to throwing exception.
Right. Throw exception means create an error, give a
Yes.
error message.
Yeah, we are creating the error message. Yes. From here, this line is not going to execute. Code is stopped from here.
Okay. Okay.
From
Mhm.
where control goes from this line. From where this method call. This method call from the main method, right? From here. So our
Right.
control come here. So here you have to handle try catch because this
And
method can throw exception, right?
this
This is the
concept.
possibility because here they are throwing
Mhm.
exception, right?
That's right.
Conditionally, not always, conditionally, right?
Right. Right.
You to say, hey, test two methods is the probability code. Whenever you are writing, please write in the try catch block. Try catch block.
This is a new concept for me.
Yes, this is known as the exception handling.
Right.
So whenever you in your application, any kind of you are getting exception like null pointer exception, like array out of bound exceptions, memory exception, lots of kind of exception, right?
Yeah.
Like yesterday, your employee name is the null, right? You are getting try to length. Null point exception you are getting, right?
That's right.
So in all the cases, our objective, our main program cannot terminate. Main program after the exception occur still run. Here, any exception occur here or here. In both cases, our application main is still running, not closed. If you are not doing try catch handler, not doing exception handling, the line exception occur after that your program crashed, program closed. So what the benefit we are get? We are getting the benefit if we are going to apply the try catch means exception handle. That means now developer have a option they can continue the application, right?
Right.
If you're not using the try catch block, your try catch handler, you have not control key. Always our application close gracefully. There is no any option you cannot do, right? Because your application is depend upon the input which customer pass, right?
That's right.
I am saying no customer pass any input, any kind of things, my application always run main method, right?
Right.
Our main method cannot be stopped whenever a problem in test method or test 2 method. So this is the only possible to the exception handling. Means ki the section of code which can cause the problem just write in a try catch block, right? And in
Right.
this way you are ensuring that your main application is not going to stop, main application is still running.
Right. Right. And this is a very it's a practiced a lot
Yeah,
in real
this is
real life.
very
Okay.
very useful things in the Java language.
Very useful. Okay. Okay.
If someone not going to handle this any times abruptly user pass any wrong value, your application crashed. application stop, right?
Oh, okay, okay. I see, I see, I see. Yeah, yeah.
So this is one of the basic things in a Java language. Whenever you are writing code, you have to ensure that your program is not terminated. If any input wrong, result wrong, you give the message. You give the proper message. Okay, here you can give the proper message. Okay,
I
your
see.
input multiplication should be greater than 10, right?
And when it goes inside the catch, from
Uh,
that point it
it become a
continues to
normal.
compile until the
After that,
end.
this become a normal code.
Okay, okay.
Means ki till now, here exception, this method exception thrown, and no one catch. If I am catch those exception, and after this it become a normal code, and after that slowly they are going to run here.
Mm,
If we not have a try catch handler, if exception throw from here, your application no one handle here, your application going to the close, right? Because no one handling, right? If I'm not writing this try catch block, right? I'm not
right,
written here try catch, right? This method throw exception, and no one able to catch them. That means our this main method going to close after this line. I'm not getting this message, right?
right.
After in the test 2, our application is stopped because our application, where is the, okay, I'm passing the currently current. If a correct value, we are getting all the thing, right? What
Right.
happen if we are passing the wrong value? Yeah, value less than 10. Now your main method is not run. Stopped, right? So
Right.
whenever this method throw exception, who going to catch? Because you are not handle it. So your main method going to stopped, right?
Right.
So this is the duty of developer. Whenever they are at any method, they have to ensure that this method cannot throw exception. So we have a two option. Inside your test method itself, you can handle try catch, right? This is the one way, right? Okay,
That's right.
this method is handle exception itself. They are not throwing any exception, right? If
Right.
something error occur, I can handle itself. So this method say कि my responsibility, I am printing your business logic. If any exception occur, I'll handle and I'll give the proper error message, right? And this test method say कि I am going to execute any kind of business violation come, I'll throw exception. I am not handling, right? I'm just throwing.
So try and catch. Just to recap, it doesn't actually fix the problem. What the error? Like it doesn't fix. It only gives message. It
No,
catch.
yes, they are not fixing the problem, but they are just ensuring our application cannot terminate,
Mm, I see.
right? Because the business value compiler cannot fix you because the input you is given the wrong, the compiler cannot decide, let's see, I change 0 to 100, right? That means the
Right.
system doing wrong value. You are trying to pass 0, you are changing to the 100, right? Why? This is the incorrect logic, right? So here say कि I am going to, if you are passing incorrect, I am receiving, I am welcoming you are passing the incorrect value, but our system cannot break, our system cannot crash. I am handled properly, I am give you the error message, you are giving me, you have to pass input that multiplication should be greater than 10, should be greater than 10, right? So I'm saying due to your input value, I'm not going to stop my main method. Main method is still running, but yes, I am giving the hint message. Yeah, you are giving something less value, right? You give me the
Right.
some value which multiplication greater than 10, right?
Right.
So still my application main is running, right?
Right. Yeah.
The only benefit of the exception handling is that we are, as a developer, have a control flow of the application, right? Always programmers say my main application always be running, not going to stop. Whatever the input you are passing incorrect input or wrong input or correct input.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have learned two things here. Look the flow. As you know, whenever your application start, first it start your main method, right? This method start first starting point, main method.
Right. Yeah.
In main method, we have written like line 1, line 2. The line 1 printed, line 2 printed, and here I call test method. Means ki one new method invoke, right? Okay, one new
That's right.
method invoke, right? This is the
Right.
test. So this is the test method invoke.
Yes, that's it.
In
Yeah.
test method, you have some written business logic, right?
Right.
Once is test done, again control back here, right?
That's right.
And after that, again you return something message. Again you call test two, right? Test two.
That's right.
Again
Yeah.
new method call, right?
Yeah.
New method. Whatever here written code works. Once done, then again come back here, and again go to and main is closed, right? So
Right.
this is your main method, right? Main method have a lots of business logic, right? But they have also two method call, right? Two method call. So this is the separate method. It's a similarly like main, similarly like this is the test method. Similarly test two method, right? So whenever your main program start from here, control goes here, doing here, any kind of exception occur here, and no
Right.
one handle your application. This crash close, this also main close, right? If say
Right.
no, here I handle try catch. I handle try catch. Exception thrown, but we have a handle here, right?
Right.
Okay. That means I am printing this. I am properly returning here. And go to the here. Again call to test method. They're calling, they're calling here throw exception. They throw exception. Not handled by here. So this is the crash, close, but this is thrown, go to the main, right here. But here
That's
you will not any try catch. Your main also crashed. But no. I have already try catch. Try catch. The main is still working. Again going to work, again going to work, again going to work. So whenever any exception throw,
right.
an exception, look, anyone catching me? If catching me, then after that I am behave normal. Program is not going to terminate. Program is going to continue working. If someone not catching me, that means I am going to crash everything from the line which exception throw. Crash this method, and go from where this call, right?
Yeah.
So this is the just many cases our application many times our main method call another method, right?
Yeah.
Another method call another method, right? Another method call another method, right?
That's right.
Method inside method. If this exception throw, if not going catch by this again throw here. If not catch by this, again throw here. So method is propagated until someone not catch. If main also not catch, main going to close, right?
Yeah.
So this is the beauty. If we have a chains of method, right? In the case of pipeline, notice stream dot filter dot map dot reduce dot for each multiple method invocation, right?
Correct. Correct. Yeah.
If any stack, any method throw exception, I am not handling, complete pipeline close, right? So due to that, we have an option. You can handle catch here thrown, I catch here itself, right? So no one know any exception occur or not, right? No one know because this code itself handle it. But here the
That's
option I don't want to handle. I can say throw exception, but this method have a option. This method can catch them, try catch if they are not handling. Top level method again have option. They have write a try catch and handle them, right?
that's right.
And if they are not handling, again go to the main method. Main method option actually write the try catch code and handle them. If no one able to catching the exception, your program going to closed,
Right.
right? So this is the very important concept, yeah, utility, a tool for the Java developer to ensuring that any kind of unwanted error, yeah, business logics, any error occur, any exception occur, they
Right.
must handle. And after handling, they give me the proper error message. Ki why, what kind of input value you are receiving, and what the correct value want, right? Here I
Right.
am saying you give me the number input that multiplication must be greater than 10. So here our responsibility not only handle the catch, also give the right message. Hey programmer, hey developer, hey customer, can you give me this correct value? This is the possible correct value, right?
Oh, so just give you hints.
Yes.
Hmm.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's good now. I understand.
So till now we have covered today learn uh, two, three new keywords, right? This is the one try block. Block means open and curly brace, try block. One the
Yeah.
try block, another the catch block.
Catch block. Yeah.
Whenever you write try block, you just open and close braces. In the catch block, you have tried the here one exception object. Okay. Why this is by default Java provided if any exception occur as a programmer, how you know ki what kind of error occur? I want to some detailed message. What is the actual error, right? So
That's
all those
right.
information which Java virtual machine generate error, they are captured in the one object. That is the object known as a exception, and they send to the Eve object, right? Whatever the variable. So from this variable, you want to like get message or print status, anything you want to do, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So catch block need a exception object that hold the details about your exception.
That's right.
Now here you have option. You want to give some error message, you want to do something, or you want to don't do anything, right? Or even here I can say I'm giving the right message and I'm going to throw exception. Here you can say again throw E itself, right?
That's right.
I'm catch. I'm give the proper error message and after again I throw it. That means ki who this method call me, that handle try catch again. If I'm not throwing here, unless I'm not interested to throw here. So the who call test method, they don't responsibility to try catch. Notice the main method I'm not written a try catch. Why? Because these are not throwing exception, right? So here catch you have all the option. You can give error message, you can detail the message, or even want to rethrow again throw the message. So one thing, one time our JVM itself throw exception, sometime programmer can also throw exception. So how to throw program exception? They have to use the keyword new keyword throw. So similarly test to method. I am say if my business logic is calculation less than 10, then I am going to throw exception. So how developer can throw exception? This is the
Yes, sir.
new keyword throw. The throw keyword is a hint to the Java virtual machine. Hey JVM, from this line programmer developer want to generate one error, right?
Mhm.
So programmer want to generate error, so JVM say give me hint what kind of error message you want to throw. So pass the error message here, right? Here give you the your exception detail, right? Exception
Right.
object. The throw keyword are using just to generating some error throw, right? Where this line written throw, after that no line going to execute. Throw means this is the from here any unwanted event happen, right?
Right.
So throw means this method is now going to stop from this line. Means from here your Java virtual machine throw one error message, event error. So if someone throw, someone wants going to catch them, right? If they throw error, someone going to catch the error. So
Correct.
who going to catch? Who call the test method? Test method called by the your main method, right? Main method call.
That's right.
The main
Yeah.
method responsible. Oh, okay, this can throw exception. Let's I catch them. So this throw I catch. So handler, you're catching exception. And now give the error message what you want, right?
Yeah.
So you have a option. You can programmer can throw exception or JVM by default throwing. Some statement JVM cannot execute, like JVM cannot divide by 0.
That's right.
JVM cannot get the any object name from the null, right? You cannot get any value from the out of array, right? Index. So there are
Right.
some Java language problem. If you are doing programmer going to do some invalidation, invalid logic, like array, you can declare array of the 5 element, and you are trying to get the 10th value. Logically, you are
Right.
doing incorrect. JVM cannot do anything. JVM can just throw error, right?
That's right. Yeah.
So sometime your JVM, Java Virtual Machine, throwing exception. So you have an option I can handle. How to handle? Just write those code inside a try and catch block. A second option, developer can also throw exception, like we can throw. So how can developer throw? Developer use the keyword new keyword throw and just give me the error message detail. What error you want to throw. So coming
Hmm.
classes, I can say there are some logically kind of existing error exception Java generate. This is a class is written by the Java itself, right? Here I want to my class, ne? I want to like my class name, not the existing. This is a library class, right? So we can
Hmm.
option, you can write my own class and give the error message, right? So next classes, I'm going to discuss how we can write my own custom classes. This is not existing. Look like this is the existing class, right? This is Java classes.
This is Java class. Yeah.
Yes, this is Java library classes. So you can use the almost Java have figured out lot possible kind of error can be, right? For all those cases, Java given the classes for you, right? But Java is
Right.
open. Java can say you can also write your own if you want, right? So we'll discuss how we can write our my custom class. Here I want to throw my business. Like this is the business illegal argument exception, not the my Java exception, right? So we'll coming classes understand how we can write my own custom exception. So throw keyword used to throw error by the developer. If someone throw exception at developer throw or JVM throw, some code responsibility to catch them. That means where you can track. You cannot write just catch block directly. Catch block need a try block. Without try block, you cannot write a catch block. This is the one condition, right?
Correct.
Without try block, you cannot. If you cannot write the, yeah, not try right here. Catch block is not works, right? The try block is must needed. Okay, but this catch block is I'm almost I have out of time. There are multiple rules about the catch block, right? I'll discuss later classes. You can write multiple catch block. You can even not write catch block. There are multiple options, right? So we'll
Right.
discuss some more classes. What are other rules? But as of now, just understand you have to write one try block and handle catch. Catch means they are just ready to catching the exception that is thrown by this try block.
Right.
Okay. So, and this try and catch block you can write in any method, anywhere. Main method, your test method, or any places, right?
Anywhere. Okay. Yeah.
Any method inside the method, you can write this try catch block. Is it clear?
Yeah. It's clear now.
So, with try and catch, uh,
And this is used for the what is the application of this? If you go
yes,
down, throw that one throw.
our intention is that Our application is always run.
Always running.
Yeah, always run. This always main method. I am not going to terminate due to my incorrect input, incorrect code, right?
Yeah,
These two methods I call here. If this method have some problem, why main method going to terminate, right?
that's right.
So how to control? Try catch. Exception. This is the concept known as a Java exception handling, right?
Java
The
exception handling.
exception handling is the way through which Java programmer can control the execution of your program. Java programmer decide ki how control flow, right?
Right, right.
Now
Okay.
try catch a throw by default JVM driven your program flow. You are not, right? You are not using the try catch. That means any kind of error, exception, unwanted event happen by default handled by your JVM. Okay. Now you have not any option to control the flow. This method must be called. This method can be stopped, cannot be stopped. You cannot control, right?
That's right.
But if we have a tool, now we have a try catch handler tool. Now you can apply the tool and get control from the JVM to as a developer hand. Now developer say, here from this line throw exception, from this line don't throw exception, right? This is our code. I decide when my program going to terminate or when my program going to not terminate,
Okay, okay. Yeah.
right? If we are using this tool, that means we are controlling the flow of application, right?
This exception means we are throwing an exception and continue.
Yeah, yeah. Here means this try block throw exception. I am catch those exception and give a warning message. After that, our application is still running.
Yes.
Normal behavior.
Can you scroll down? Then what is the use of no,
Here,
yeah, this no, this line.
this line say
So
I am doing something and you are not meeting my business criteria. I am through exception. From here, this line not going to execute.
oh, it is not going to execute.
No, because it- this business logic need at least d value should be greater than 10. If you're not getting 10, how I can proceed my business logic, right?
Okay, okay. I see.
So this is the condition, business case. What the business case? What kind of application you are launching? So Java have a tool. Which line, which flow you want to stop? You can do, right? In this line, I am on stop processing. I want to generate exception, throw error
Right,
code, right?
right,
So here I have a two option. Here you have a two option. You want to stop this processing. Someone say, why I am writing through? Why not just write comment here? I just return something minus 100 something, right?
right.
But I can how I pass this message? Input is incorrect. Return take a money number. I cannot communicate my thought. This method cannot communicate his thought. He want to say your business value, your input multiplication is not greater than 10. How can give my message? Right? So here also if you write return 10, this line not executed. Clear. But I'm not able to generate any exception or who call test method then give the receive the input message, right?
Okay, okay.
So we have a two option to break the code. Business logic here, good. After that, I don't want to execute this line of code. So we have two options. We can just try catch and return the code here from here, right? But while returning, you can just give some default value, right? But you cannot generate any error here. You cannot give the proper detailed message here, right?
Right, right.
This line is normal execution, not your exception through, not an unwanted event. You have not generate any event, right? Here application run behave condition true, let's return -1, yeah, -100. but there is no any kind of unwanted event. There is no kind of exception case. There is no kind, if someone handle try catch, your code not go to the catch block never, because you are not throwing any exception, right?
Right.
So those scenario where you want to, this method want to convey some message to the main method, right, who call me, so that someone can catch and give the proper message, right?
So return minus 100, it actually means uh,
Just
no, no,
no error, no exception, no unwanted error, just simple value you are returning.
and
But
it will
here,
not
this,
execute any more code.
no. But here, this means here you hint to the compiler, hey compiler, from this line, just generate one error message, right?
Hmm.
So for not the only one, two here only, some let's see, I want to don't want to execute this line of code. So we have a two option. Just use a return keyword or throw exception. Throw exception means you have to hint your Java virtual machine, this line I want to generate one error message. Someone who call this test2 method are going to catch. But if you say return 10, this test2 method say ki I am just returning 100 value. Someone catch or
Okay,
not
yeah.
catch, return or not return, there is I'm not bothered. Right?
Right. It is not an exception. It doesn't consider as an exception.
Right. This is considered as a 100, one just 100 value, right?
Hmm.
So if you go with the only to stopping this line of execution, then you can just go to the return. But no, I'm not only the return. I also convey who calling the test2 method responsibility to handle this exception and give the proper message to the user. Due to that, this the keyword not return. We are using keyword throw. Clear?
Clear.
So let's do some kind of a permutation combination, and some couple of more classes we are going to consider on this topic.
On
Exception
this
handling. Yeah.
exception handling. Okay.
Yeah. But these things you can apply all the program till now, whatever we have written. Right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
This is
Hmm.
basic for Java language. This is not only for the object or class, yeah, array, or collector API, yeah, stream API. This is the basic thing, like your code, basic core of the Java, right?
Oh, okay. Okay.
Any places you are writing code in a method or a block, any block can generate any unwanted event, any error, any exception. Those code you write in the try class,
Right.
so that you can control your application, your execution of program.
Right.
Okay, it's good. Any doubt? Any question?
No. Yeah. It was good. It was easy. Earlier it was tough, but
Okay, good. So today is the fine.
yeah, today is fine.
Thank you.